Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm David M. Harris. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. Our first poem today is written by me, The Calf. They came to me, heads of tribes, asking, where do we turn for help? Show us this God who took us out of Egypt, that we may pray. I explained, patient, what my brother had told me, that God is everywhere, in a flame or a whirlwind or anything he wants. They turned away, muttering about invisible gods, and where could you worship them? What kind of God had no image, no temple, no priest? But I am the priest, chosen by my brother in the name of the nameless, shapeless God. The leaders came again. See the lightning on the mountaintop? Your brother is dead, struck down by his new God. Lead us now. Give us a God we can recognize. What could I do? Bring me the gold, I said, the Egyptian gold, a pile of treasure the size of an ox, and Moses still had not returned. So I made them a heifer without stain, of purest gold, anything to keep them at the base of that mountain. Wandering that desert without a leader, without skills, without a God, was death. I had to save them.
The next poem, Missing Person, by Rebecca Yancey. I wash away the blur from hollowed eyes and smooth the night's disturbance from my hair. I pull on shirt and pants and finally shoes that I must try to fill all day, far into night. I step carefully down the path I have worn these many weeks, foot in front of foot. Routine is the crutch that holds me up, the wall that I lean against. Friends greet me as though I were the same, but the one they knew has been wrenched away. I have become my own twin, a shadowy being with no soul, a wraith cast far from scenes of anguish, the distance a fragile shield.
Another of my poems, Dead Letter Office, Thomas M. Disch. Dear Tom, now you've killed yourself, I sometimes think of what we lost, the novels and the plays you'll never write, the poetry, and of your gift for friendship. And sometimes I find I want to talk to you, to ask for help on working my way out of some poetic trap I've blundered into. More than that, I miss your wit. I still remember when we sat in that small side street bar and you spun out a musical, Rhode Island Red, a union romance on a chicken ranch with egg ballet. And you would treat me just like any of your literary friends, my portrait leading off the series that you made. Now, not just your death is keeping us from bowling one more line. I fell away. But really, Tom, what was I doing there? Rolling with you and Michael Durda up at Bowlmore. I was dominant that night at toppling pins, although the talk left me behind. Yet you had faith on me in some small genius I could never locate. I should have thought to ask you what it was. That quest is left for me alone. Your gift to me at last is that I can believe it must be there. With many thanks, David.
The Wind Concurs, by Catherine Moore. I have known the bogs as holy places, felt the many dead, their names never recorded in vellum. The disappeared make no sound, only whispered in the weeds and grass, leaf flesh, soil flesh, singing over the bones. It forms a strange keening across this barren space. All trembles at the elongated muscle of my devotion. Vast, yielding, and gray, this is the best place to bow in lingering grief.
Our Triumph by Jeff Hardin. My hero conquered the enemy. My captain prevailed in the fight. Both sin and death have been vanquished. Hail to the bringer of light. My master was mortally wounded as he met Satan on his own ground. But soon Christ had risen triumphant, and Satan was crippled and bound. What appeared as defeat at the outset, as Jesus was nailed to the cross, proved to be his most glorious victory, and our gain was made through his loss. Now we soldiers are marching to heaven, and he is awaiting us there, when forever we'll joyfully praise him in the place he has gone to prepare.
What is the Odd by me, VeerajaR? What is the odd? My God, my Lord, that you touch a heart holding your chosen child in your palm. It is hard for us to understand, but knowing you are in control, Alpha to Omega, is the ultimate solace. I surrender. From dust you made us, life you gave us. What is the odds that you touch a heart twice, holding in your palm your chosen child? I submit. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.